Go for it, rabbit. It's time! It's time! It is our team song. Elspeth! Okay, so what now? What's up, friend, and welcome back to another Tarkir Dragonstorm standard video. And today I wanted to play with the new planeswalker that I love so very much, Elspeth Stormslayer. Our 5 mana, 5 loyalty. If one or more tokens will be created under your control, twice as many of those tokens are created instead. +1, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. The 0 ability, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control, and they gain flying until your next turn. And the -3, destroy target creature an opponent controls with mana value 3 or greater. Now, I think there's a lot of decks that you can play Elspeth in, but I wanted to play it first in one of my favorite decks in Standard, which is the Selesnya Cage deck. Now, for those of you that are not familiar, Selesnya Cage is just a Selesnya Go Wide deck that relies on getting Collector's Cage to put some very powerful cards in play. So Collector's Cage, 2 mana artifact, Hideaway 5. For 1 and a tap, you can put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control, and then if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. For Hideaway 5, you look at the top 5 cards of your library, exile one of them face down, and the rest at the bottom in a random order. So I think Elspeth slots beautifully into this deck list, because if Elspeth is your Collector's Cage hit, and you can fire off Elspeth Stormslayer on like turn 3, which is possible in this deck list in combination with the Llanowar Elves, you are just gonna... nobody's gonna stop you. Like, if you get a turn 3 Elspeth down, it's over. And obviously, now that Craterhoof is reprinted, we have to try a Craterhoof Behemoth in this Cage deck, surely. It's just a one-off, because I kind of don't want to see the Craterhoof in my hand. But I do want to see the Craterhoof under the Cage, so I have to try. You know, the Hoof being an 8 mana 5/5 with haste, and when this creature enters, creatures you control gain trample and +X/+X until the end of turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. And traditionally, Hoof has always been used as like a finisher in these like go-wide deck lists. The second Hoof comes down, you just win the game. So yeah, Hoof potentially being shoved under a Cage is something that just seems incredibly fun to me. That's what I'm doing. You know, it doesn't have to be the most competitive thing ever. And, you know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you to spend your wild cards on Craterhoof Behemoth. But if you have one and you want to have some fun, you know, shove a Craterhoof in your deck, just like I'm doing. Another new card that we're working with is the Warden of the Grove. 3 mana 2/2. At the beginning of your end step, you put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Whenever another non-token creature you control enters, it endures X, where X is the number of counters on this creature. Warden of the Grove is a card that I cut some of my other 3-drops for, which is usually Sanguine Evangelist and Sandstorm Salvager. Mostly for the sake of I want to check out a new card. And I think the Enduring can go very hard in this deck list, where trying to go wide is basically our goal, right? Like, if I can endure of every creature that enters, like non-token creature that enters, that is, I think that could get pretty much out of hand really quickly. So that's why I'm trying some Warden of the Groves. Outside of that, the deck list is just similar, right? Like, you have the Gearhulk still that sticks around from Eater Drift, which is basically a fantastic creature to tutor up all these like 1-drops in the deck list. And we also played a new Marketback Walker, which makes a great sacrifice target for the Duskroast Reliquary, especially when you end up growing it with the Collector's Cage, because when a Market Walker dies, you draw cards based on the amount of 1/1 counters on it. So really good synergy there, and Market Walker has been one of my favorite cards in the past couple of weeks. So yeah, it plays out very similarly. We're still doing this like go wide strategy, and now we have some more support from Elspeth Stormslayer, doubling the tokens that get created, but also just being able to give the whole board 1/1 counters and flying, which is evasion and a massive bump effect. It's just game winning. Like, even if you cast this card on turn 5 and you have a, you know, couple of creatures on the board, it's just going to be devastating. Elspeth Stormslayer is a busted card, like actually busted. And in this deck list, if you get her out, turn 3 with a Cage, turn 4 with a Llanowar Elf, or turn 5 like vanilla, it's fantastic. It really is. So yeah, huge pickup. Not sure if the Craterhoof or the Warden of the Grove stick around, but that's just more just me experimenting with the new cards. Elspeth Stormslayer is here to stay though, especially in this Selesnya Cage deck, in my opinion. So let's dive into the gameplay right now. As you can see me play one of my favorite decks in Standard, do a really great win right here that I'm going to pull up right now using untapped.gg. If you want to track your own games on Untapped, you can do that with my link in the description. But yeah, as you can see, I was kind of thriving here. 5-1 record. So not too bad. Especially this deck has a great matchup against Self-Bounce. So if you're a little bit of a Self-Bounce hater, this is definitely a deck list that I can recommend playing. So yeah, Love to see it. Deck is fire. Elspeth slays. Let's dive right into the gameplay so you can check it out for yourself. Not even a turn 1 recruit. Nah, we gotta get a better hand here. No Llanowar elves? No bitches? I just want to get Elspeth out of this damn cage. It's greedy for me to do this. A little. But with 2 cages, I'm sure to hit some Elspeths, right? Yeah. Not the optimistic scavenger. Alright, well, if it's Pixie, we should have a good matchup here, but obviously, our hand's a little awkward right now. Okay, a little better. A little better. Potential turn 4 Gearhulk. Right. The fairies. I like Teamer energy with the colors, not with art, of course. I'll block it. Gearhulk. Boom. Dusk Rose. Could go Haywire Might too to get rid of a Island, but I got 2 anyways. Maybe just a Paw Patch recruit. Yeah, I'm trying to get Elspeth under this cage real quick. Elspeth, sweetie! Where are you? Oh, they're bouncing my Gearhulks? Dang. What a gamer. I'm so tempted. Elspeth, sweetie! Bounce gamers are bouncing, yeah. I feel like I am probably supposed to get rid of the Scavenger here, just to play it safe. Just to play it safe, because like if they find another way to bounce a Gearhulk, I'm just taking a ton of damage, so... Thanks for your service, Llanowar Elves. We are grateful. Being nowhere to run, is actually. Fire it off then, buddy. Is what it is, guys. It is what it is. Stopping that for me. Alright. Cage soon? Cage soon? Elspeth, we are saved. Raider Hoof? Hoof? It's greedy as hell, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Parting Gust hits. Non-token creature. Alright, let's see. Age. Why does Cage keep whiffing? Like, is it so hard for you to give me an Elspeth or some shit? Like, be real. Tough. Alright, whatever. We're still gonna get the value. Gotta take out Kaito. And let's give it to the Paw Patch. The cage from Timu. Like, ever since I posted that meme on my Twitter of Elspeth in the cage, like, she's not going in the fucking cage. Like, where are... where are you, queen? I can't... I need that to be her. I kind of need to Photoshop Elspeth's face on that grandma in the cage. She needs to show up. You cannot do us like that. cages, cages full of grandma. Yeah. Rip. Also, we haven't even seen Warden of the Grove yet. Like, all these new cards that are in this deck, yet they're just hiding. 6 new cards. Where is she? Just auto wins if not removed. I would like to see it. I would like to see it. Dude. No, I can't. Elspeth loves being in an opening hand, but hates being in a cage. I mean, I don't blame you, girl boss, but still, you know. At least Warden is here. Warden has arrived. Yeah, makes sense. Angels don't belong in cages, but we want to bring her out of the cage. Like, it's a freedom moment. We want her to be free. I want to set up Warden. Let's do it now that they're tapped out. Go, bestie. Yeah, probably shouldn't have played Warden in the after sideboarding in this deck, I fear. I tried. Man, they have a good start, dude. Holy fuck. Elspeth, probably not the right timing right now. Queen. Yeah. Flourishing. Nah, you know it. Flourishing. They're not done yet, are they? I mean, they had about the most perfect start you could fucking ever have in Southbounds. That's unreal. Like, the most perfect start. That's crazy. Yeah, not draw. F. Obviously, they're not done yet, so they'll probably have more. Never ending. Of course. Like, Jesus. Unbeatable. It's that hand that's just completely unbeatable that makes a deck tier 1, you know? That's what makes it tier 1. Tough. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. Elspeth, it's just like, Elspeth is good, but Elspeth is just constantly stuck in our hand and not in this fucking cage. Which is fine if it's in a hand, but I need to be in a game that's not crazy aggressive. I might just have to be like split up gamers one way or another. Maybe. I will wait with recruit on 3. Maybe only 5? Yeah, maybe only 5. I mean, double pop, that's just tempting right now. Get ready to get hit by removal. Yeah, we're trying. At least grow this Paw Patch out of range. No. Alright, what do I get? What do I get? What do I get? Ooh, Elspeth. Big moment. I'm gonna grab her. Yeah. Eva. I'm just gonna pump this up right now because I want to get hit by nowhere to run. So that's my truth. Swing. Big. As was prophesized. There she is. Elspeth in the cage. Grandma. Wait, what the fuck? Is it Bobble out Pixie Ball? Wait, what? But they don't have black, do they? What? You might have fucked it, buddy. Because they probably have another Pixie in hand to pick up the Bobble, but then what? You're not gonna replay it. Yeah. Just a bounce. Pump it up. True, we need that song right now. We need that song. Pump it up. Let's go. Gotta pump it up. Go for it, rabbit. It's time! It's time! It is our team song. Elspeth! Okay, so what now? Create some soldiers? Or give everything flying, which is also pretty based. I would grow this out of bubble range. I think I kind of don't hate that. I'm gonna go and give things flying, I think. Not too bad. Not too bad. Protect Elspeth challenge. Not too bad. Yeah, the important thing about Elspeth is that it's till the end of your, it's until your next turn, so they still fly in your opponent's turn too. Big if true. Very rare for such an effect to, show up like that. Elspeth just give vigilance. Vigilance? Jeez. That'd be like an ultimate play, probably. Yeah. You gotta pump it up. $50 price tag on a super cool looking planeswalker. I think everybody just wants the card, even like commander players, right? I mean, you got to bump it up. Commander players, everybody wants Elspeth. The static effect is just very good. Yeah. You also have the original version. Hold on, we'll play the original version too. For the sake of getting the energy rolling here. Totally not suspicious, of course. Totally not suspicious. Whatever. Try me. with your nowhere to runs, probably. Kind of wild how good combat tricks are in Standard right now. Yeah, if it's another bubble, whatever. I'm protecting Elspeth. Elspeth will win me the game. As long as I can get her to live, I'm chilling. They're bluffing? Well, we'll see. Problem is that the Optimistic Scavenger also pumps something up. And as you can see, my hand's looking a little dry here with just a restless prairie, but just gotta hope for the best. I mean, I know the line that they can take, right? Like, if they put the nowhere to run on the 5-4 and then they put the 1-1 counter on the isolation, that would be good for them, but guess somebody was bluffing. I guess somebody was bluffing. Exactly. What is that Photoshop that looked so real? Thank you. I know. It was kind of a masterpiece. I will submit it for the next draw my secret lair stuff. Easy. Okay, fuck. There goes my Llanowar elves. Is it bad I don't want to build Cajun paper so I can put that on the sleeves? Nah, it's only right. It's only right. Here, you can have my fish. Who needs AI art when you have Ash in Photoshop? True. True. Okay. No, I'm good. I'll keep my fish. Or I'll keep my, bat. I'm shoving on Twitter, by the way. Blue Salvager, because we can, use the activated ability. Yeah, it really is. It really is. Classic Golgari Gaming. That's a weird attack. What the hell? Did we just want to throw a fish away like that? Wow. That was a gift, by the way. Oh my god. Sure. Wasn't expecting Harvester of Misery, but if that baited it out, I'm kind of cool with that, actually. Okay, you go, chat. I made it. It's now eternalized on Twitter. Yeah, the poor fish. Yeah, hopefully it's just one Harvester in the main. I have the Prairie, maybe. For a good swing. Sheesh. I mean, I'm hitting for a lot, but... Yeah, it should be swing with this as well. There's the Battle Cry and the, Prairie effect. There we go. What a hater, dude. Queen! Yes! And this is what the fuck we're talking about, my friends. That's what we're talking about. Hello, Queen. From the top. Hell yeah. Alright. And that is what we're talking about. Get him, Grandma. This Elspeth is now officially named Grandma. Grandma for short. Grandma in Cage for the official name. Okay, you're just gonna have to tank this. Queen. She absolutely did that. Hey. Grandma 8. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah. Is it working now? Let me double check. Just refreshing it. Yes it is. It's working. Thank you. I like Evil Dead. I'm not trying to call myself a fan, but... yeah. Silly. Okay, well, what are we up against? Golgari mid-range. Yeah, thank you guys for helping. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. They have a lot of removal. Do we just go Lava Spur Boots? Probably yes. Reliquary, a little bit extra removal up in here. I believe in Hoof in this matchup. I think it can cook. I think it can cook. Just trying to figure out what the fuck do I get rid of. That's always the tricky part. Might just have to be a 61 special here out of pure greed. Yeah. Feeling like I would want to do that. I mean, I could see another... Have you tried Rootmouth Vibrant Mobilize creatures? I have not. But Avenger of the Fallen was a card that you guys wanted to play or want me to build around, so who knows? Who knows? It would be nice. Okay, chat. Place your bets on this Lena or Elf surviving. Literal 0% chance. Guaranteed 0% chance. And Golgari, not a way in hell. Yeah. None. Literally none. Just gotta get through it somehow. Trying to see if we can get some Ward of the Grove value up in here. Well, I could set the Warden up, but I kind of want to... I think I'm better off guaranteeing a turn 3 or turn 4 Gearhole, because it feels like they have a Go for the Throat open, and that's why they're not removing the Might. Like, willing to bet on it. Alright, Gearhulk. Let's go and grab Market Walker. Because I have the Reliquary. Maybe Pulpetch? Yeah, Pulpetch could be good too. Alright. Market Walker Believers, we are here. Would love for Elspeth to show up anytime now. Come on, Queen. Grandma, let's get you to the top of the deck. Please. Grandma. You got this. Grandma. Ideally through a collector's cage, but... Okay. Yo. Big, maybe? Yeah, let's get you into cage, Grandma. Mid. Alright. Yeah, if you need some creatures in play, like grabbing Pulpetch, especially with the offspring potential, is like huge. Finley, thank you for the 47. It's just really nice. We're playing some very competitive decks today, though, at least so far. The stream is probably just about halfway. Assuming I'll go for at least 8-9 hours tonight, so still have potential for fun stuff, especially you, Rennie. But yeah, this is another like very powerful brew. Elspeth is a good card, believe it or not. The Ritual Chamber? Hmm. Okay, so this is the play. Market back Walker, X is 1. Cage, pump it up. Get Cage trigger. Get Evangelist. Reliquary, sacrifice Market Walker. Draw 2 cards, get rid of the 6/6. Sheesh! God, why do I hear Wimpy going crazy? Value Town. Like them with all their go for the throats and cut downs. Like, it's just not efficient if you're going wide. What the actual hell? Dude. Not the Phyrexian Obliterator shenanigans. I could hit him for 6. Yeah, Elspeth is here, but I think we gotta go Gear Hulk and grab a Cage, probably. Or Dusk Rose, I mean. Being able to just tutor up some answers with Gear Hulk is just so nice. Okay. Try again? Always sitting on a go for the throat crying. The new Elspeth is fantastic, and like I said, also fits in so many decks. Like, she is great. Elspeth enjoyers. Yeah, they kind of need to get a demon here, or it's gonna be really bad for them. The crying. Yo. Somehow Arena matched us into them again, but it should have been a win. Either way. Another one, or... Oh no, we're just gaming with Cage a little bit, exploring it. What is going on? Everybody and their mothers just playing self-bounds? Of course. Like, I shouldn't be surprised. Then again, should be a good matchup for us. We'll see. Unless things have shifted somehow, which hope they don't.
And I don't appreciate it when people touch mine. Sacrifices must be made.
This time around, or it's off Pixie. They're gonna be playing the new Sun Peril Kirin or whatever, I guess. I want to believe in this Gear Hulk so bad. Not sure.
I'm tired of your secrets.
I gotta try, right? With like trenches. Stuff. Sun Pearl, Kirin Gaming. Used to trying to get creative with it, but
Off you go.
I'm actually glad Liliana didn't uptick there. This Gearhole cannot die. Sweet. Uptick would have been devastating. Yeah, I mean, this is like the Ortsoff self-bound stack, so a little different. Maybe market? Sure. Boros mobilize. I already shoved the best of 3 deck together. I just gotta play some more with it. For now, I'm just seeing what Elspeth can offer us, you know?
Nobody knows Dominaria's shadows like me.
I mean, yeah, we got him in a good spot, so chillin'. Ortsoff self-bounds, from Esper self-bounds to Esper self-bounds to Ortsoff self-bounds. Fun stuff. They should have definitely put an upkeep still there. Not that I think there were many cards that would save them, but... Okay. Ortsoff's a little different. A little different. Yeah, I think Kirin is really good. We're not even, you know, can't even be mad. It should be a good matchup for us, technically. Yeah, they played one Kirin just now. They played it with Flash to protect Liliana. Market back Walker X is 1. What are you gonna do? Remove it. Thanks for the card, I guess. Damn, they were... It almost felt like they didn't even read the card. They just slammed it. First sight of a creature. Like, alright. Alright. Not even perceiving. Yeah. Lived for 0.1 second. A new record. Nah, you can have that. It's okay. No, they are playing bounds. Like, they are, for sure. We saw some Pro Kirin, you know. But you mean, like, for future games, I guess, whether or not our opponent is going to be playing self-bounds. Because that could work out, to be honest. Anyways, all these creatures, I love them, but they are expendable. They're just little tokens. I don't, like I said, we're not even mad. Unfortunately, it feels like the games are very similar, but Self-Bound is a good matchup for us, so can't even complain. Yeah, so what they can do is instant speed with Sun Pearl Kirin, pick up the lockdown. Like, that's pretty fucked. That's pretty fucked. I have an opportunity to screw them over here with Haywire Might, though. I got an opportunity because... once again, the Cage Casino is closed. Could have been an Elspeth. Crying. Yeah, cage into cage into cage into Elspeth. That's the play.
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
Alright, Beza. You gotta go.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Oh, hey, Queen. A lot of our elves with boots on. Do we looking kind of fresh? Get rid of Liliana.
Knew this was a waste of time.
Just kind of fresh. Fully just tapping out. Okay. Yeah, I'm no longer destroying this lockdown, I don't think. Is it time? It's time. Bom bom bom. Elspeth Storm Slayer. Grandma has arrived. Hey Grandma, what's up? Get some soldiers. So we could go cage into cage. I guess we could just wait on their turn too. Yeah, let's hold up Lenore. Granny! Next, I just shove everything into air and win the game, though. Like... okay. That was just gonna always, like... If I animate the, how much fucking damage would we have done, even? If I would have animated Restless Prairie and given... I would have had 3, 5... I'd have 6 creatures in play. Elspeth would give 6 power to the board. And then Prairie would give 5 power to the board. Holy fuck. Like, that would have been like... I don't even know. A lot of damage. 6, 8, 11, 12, 13... 13, 16... plus 6, plus 5? A lot. A lot, yeah. And then you still had a cage trigger? Alright. Buddy, what? Why? Why screw us over like this? I'm in shambles. That was, tough. Jinx? Yeah, possibly. This is mono red aggro or something. Every time, guaranteed fucking whiff. Stop. I'm just not. I. Word and skew, at least. Word and skew. Especially if I can pump it with a cage, but... I love playing against cage decks, they never have it. On this stream, yeah, no, the Cage Casino is closed. This could be really sweet though, because we can put a counter on the Warden with the cage. Oh shit, my opponent might be playing Boros token control. I could try to get a cage out here. I think my opponent has a helix, though. And now I'm playing into it, so... Fun stuff. I mean, what the fuck? World's worst draws? You really gonna tell me I'm not gonna get any value out of this Warden? Alright, I guess I'm not. Sweet. That's not cute. Basically, everything that could go wrong is just going wrong. Feels like we're playing Selesnya control or something. No, not even, but you know what I mean. This is just shit, right? Ah, thanks for nothing, buddy. Horrible, horrible draws. Disgusting. Really not it. Warden could have popped off so hard. We had like Enduring 3 at one point on any creature that entered, but nothing entered. Kinda sad. Well, the card's just experimental in here. I like the idea of it. It's just, I don't think it was Warden that flopped here. I think it was the deck that flopped, right? Like any creature would have drawn there would have endured 3 and just given us a free 3/3 to go, which I really like. But yeah, it wasn't Warden that flopped. It was just the deck that didn't cut it. Trample can be huge though. Flying can be nice. You know, at least there's some creatures in the future. That's more than we could say from the last hand. Yeah, we're here to try new cards out. That's always fun. Turn 3 Overlord. Enduring. Alright, get it. 1 cage into Elspeth, please. Not too much to ask for. Alright, Jeff. I mean, obviously, I should swing first. I miss out on the point of damage. Let's go here. And go here. Oh, GG's. Yeah, it was a good matchup for me, for sure. These are like some fairies. They're kind of like, they got some like teamer energy to me, so. Yer. Wish I had an Aven Interrupter up there. Just play your first grandma. Let's go. Big moment. Enjoy your Narset. Grandma believers. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna hold Aven Interrupter, I guess. Overlord of the Mistmoors is mine. Okay, this is when you sack it, so I'll just get rid of it then. Like a bit of a waste of their helix, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, they aged Narset pretty bad, which, you know, obviously nothing wrong with that, right? But It's a little like, yeah, surprising to see. Do we care? Hold on, let me do some math. If I do Aven Interrupter, that's 3 in the air. That goes to 5. And then one thing goes through. Yeah, this wins. Yeah, she was not wearing sunscreen, it's true. Rip Diva. they aged Jaya and killed her off. Yeah, well, rip Narset, I guess. Well, that played out a lot better. Let's run that back. Fine. Cry about it later. Okay, that actually looks a little bit better now. Oh, 7 Lenora Elves? No? Big. Move on curve. I need a cage! I need a cage and do an Elspeth. Grandma, get in the cage! Gotta make this happen. This forge is kind of crazy. Okay. I mean, the reality is that we cannot fear temporary lookdown. Like, you can't. You just get fucked. So you just gotta try your best. I don't hate the idea of picking up 2 Haywire Mites. I could also see Lavas for boots, though. Probably double Haywire Mite, just to be sure. Because I could also look it. Then I can deal with the Forge and with... Or, you know, they do Caretaker's Talent, right? High Noon? Wait, what? It's weird. It's so weird. I got Sunfall or some shit. Just played this out. Hold on, if they hit Helix here, then I don't care. Wait, okay, so if you... Chat, can we all agree that you would never Helix? You'd never Helix if you had a Sunfall here, right? Surely. You just throw it in my face or something. You wouldn't download a Helix? No, that's true. Yeah, Lens, right? Hehe. I mean, Carrot Cake buys you a lot of time, yeah. Okay, so first of all, there's a problem here. No, wait. Gauge still works, right? Because it's playing, not casting, or is that different? trying to remember. I believe it still works. You think the card is cast, but it says played a card. %75% sure Cage works here. Either way, we can just do Aven Interrupter and protect ourselves, which is probably the best thing to do. Cast Display. You may play to exile the card without paying its mana cost. Don't know. Play the card means put it in play. Cast if it's a spell. Yeah, maybe. Either way, we have Aven Interrupter, so we're just gonna hold either way, but I don't know. Play equals cast / play a land. Rose, thank you for 28. It just costs 0. Yeah, I thought play equals put it into play instead of casting it, but whatever. Whatever, we don't have to find out. We can just, I don't know. Actually, I don't even get the... No, I do. I put it on one of these guys. Science? I mean, I don't know. Not sure. Okay. That's fire. However... Let us stop that. According to the internet, play equals cast unless it's land. Alright, well. There we go. Out there anyways.